Okay, so good evening, everybody. So I just want to say I've got five of the ladies here tonight that have just done a 30-day lockdown transformation fitness challenge. Right, over the last 30 days, they have been completing six classes a week on Facebook and Zoom. The classes are 45 minutes long. All right, and as I say, six classes a week for 30 days with one rest day a week. I brought some of the ladies online tonight on Zoom just to kind of get their review, get their experience, and hear what they've kind of achieved since they started. So I'm going to fire it off with Bethan. Bethan, give us your little take on this 30 days and what you've kind of achieved.
Thanks, Matt. So the 30 days for me, I signed up because I needed some motivation to get me through lockdown and to keep me, give me a bit of focus and routine in the day. I'm working at home, got the kids at home, trying to homeschool as well. And exercise is one of the first things that can kind of go out the window. So the reason I signed up was to do that. And I took my measurements at the start. I've taken them at the end. I've stayed pretty much the same, but I feel so much better, and I haven't been changing my eating and drinking at any point. So that's a really fair result.
Thank
And
you
actually, I'm
as
really
well.
pleased that it hasn't made me get bigger during this period, which is quite possible.
Okay.
Um, and then just also, it's been great to be part of a group and to get the motivation and having the option of when to do the classes as well. So sometimes doing them early, but being able to catch up when you can. But yeah, I think the motivation of the groups really helped me get through.
Thank you. No, nice to hear that you've been happy and you've you feel better for doing it. Who would go? I think Charlie and Michelle. Do you want to fire away and tell us about your experience of the transformation challenge? Go for it.
I'll go first. So Charlotte and I, we've been with Matt from the start, right from lockdown, and so when the challenge came up, we were up for that. As we say, it's given us something to focus on, helped us with keeping us sane. Took the measurements from the start, and as I say, it's great because the flexibility. So we can do the exercise anytime in the day if we can't do it time. And it's great, and it's great fun, and yeah, we've had a really good time with it. And personally, I've lost a total of 8 inches, which I'm just absolutely over the moon about. And yeah, it really has paid off, but it's been good fun. It really has.
And that's the most important thing, really, isn't it? Exercise has to be fun. If it's boring, we're not going to stick at it, and we're going to give up at the first hurdle. And that's what this is all about. It comes together, having a bit of fun in these tough times, which they are tough times. So yeah, Michelle, thank you for that. Who wants to go? And Gianni, do you want to say something as well, or?
Probably say the same as what Mama said. Basically, it's kept us sane. We've done it with my sister as well. So we've kind of three of us have been doing it together. So there's been a little bit of competition. Yeah, no, for myself, I took measurements at the start. I wish I'd have taken measurements from the actual start when we did the lockdown from the very beginning. But from the 3 weeks, well, 30 days, I've lost 9.5 inches. So for me, like, it wasn't about that. It was more about keeping us focused and giving us something to keep our mind occupied, because lockdown is, at the start I was like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. But yeah, it's been very good.
You should all be proud of yourselves. Absolutely, you'd be proud. No, Claire, go on, because you're great. You say it how it is, and that's what I like about you. So, Claire, fire away. How are you been feeling after the 30 days?
Awesome. I feel absolutely awesome. Exercise is not my favourite friend. My sister and my daughter were coming to your classes beforehand. I managed one class before lockdown happened. I agreed with what they said. You're so inspirational and you just jolly everybody along, have a laugh. And like the other said, I was in it really just to get fit. My sister and my daughter, and then another friend of ours, when we do the classes, the four of us are on WhatsApp, all linked up, so we're all watching each other, kind of pretending we're all together doing it. I did take my measurements and weighed myself at the beginning. I haven't lost any weight, but in fairness, the amount I've eaten since the lockdown, I should have probably gained weight, but I have lost 11.5 inches, which I'm really pleased about. Which
That's what it's all about. It's all about the inches, guys, not about the scales. All right. So well done. That's great.
it's inspired me to go forward for the next 30 days, and I've got the others to sign up again too, so that's
There you
excellent.
go. Well done, Claire. Thank you. Sarah, do you want to say something? Oh, Sarah, you need to unmute yourself. Let me see if I can unmute you, or turn your player up. I don't know if you've your volume's up. If not, doesn't matter. We can skip on. It's not a problem. Can we hear you now? No, we can't hear you. Don't worry, Sarah. It's nice that you're here. We'll try again in a minute. Tracy, do you want to say something? Tracy Craddock? Tracy's gone frozen, I think. Tracy has frozen. It's all right. No worries. And Helen, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm late to the party. My husband's
Sorry.
home.
That's all right.
So yeah, he's due to go out to Afghan tomorrow. So he's in lockdown at Bryce Norton. So they fly out, and so he's just updating me. I was like, oh, gotta go. So yeah. My thing was like, I've never really spent any time, concentrate on myself really. And obviously I used to go to your classes, but it got so late, and I used to do it when my son was at the football, and it just got really tricky. And then I've not really done anything apart from like a bit of yoga that I do, but I just needed something, because we had obviously as you know, Matthew, that we had a bit of a crisis before we went into lockdown with my youngest son ended up in hospital having two brain operations, or just on the, and I just felt like I just needed something to emotionally to help me get through then lockdown, as well as what's happened, to give me that strength really, which is exactly what it's done. It's given me some routine and that hour to myself without, well, it is literally just that hour for yourself, and it's the best 36 quid I've ever spent really, I've never ever spent that much time. Like, you say you do one a week really, and you just think there's no way that I'm going to be able to do 6, and then when you manage to do 6 and still be like, oh well, actually I'm missing doing the 7th, and sometimes still then do the 7th, you just can't believe that your body can do that when it's never been able to do that before. I haven't actually done my measurements, but it was never about that, but my clothes definitely feel, and I'm lucky I've never really had to worry too much about that, but it's I've never been fit, I might have been slim, but I've never been fit, and that makes such a it makes such a difference to feel fit, on the dog.
Oh no, that's a great story, and I'm glad it's helped you, obviously, considering what you've been through. And that's what it's all about. It's about the bigger picture of what an exercise regime can do. It's not about how you look and what weight you've lost. It's more about mental well-being. And if it gives you structure and something to focus on, then that in itself is a winner, I think. That's why I love what I do. It's about bringing everybody together, camaraderie, and just having something to focus on. So great, thanks, Helen. Does anyone else want to share anything? Sarah, can you speak now? I don't know if you're.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very.
There you are. We can hear you now. We'll finish with you, Sarah. Anyway.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Do you want to say anything at all of how you felt and what you've achieved and how it's helped you, kind of thing?
I signed up to it really more for just to try and improve my fitness a bit, I suppose, and I wasn't really thinking about sort of losing weight or inches or anything, although I have lost a few inches, which I'm really pleased about. But it's been because I've worked throughout all of lockdown, and it's been very stressful and very busy at work, and doing this before I go in has really made me go into work in a much more positive, motivated mindset. It's really helped me cope with all of the extra stress that we've had, so it's been brilliant. And actually, I've found that as I've been doing it, I was a bit worried about exercising at home, because I thought, oh, my kids and my partner are going to be taking the mickey, and actually they've all been brilliant.
Good.
And actually, the girls have actually joined in with a few of it as well, which has been really nice.
Family as well. It's all about getting the kids starting them young.
Yeah, so they've actually quite enjoyed a few. They quite like the combat.
Good. Yeah, combat's a winner. I love combat. I could teach that every day.
Oh, it's my favourite.
Yeah, good. Oh no, thank you, Sarah. And I'm going to finish with Tracy. Can we hear you now, Tracy? Let's try again one more time. And if we can't, doesn't matter. Tracy, can you hear me? Okay, we haven't got it. No worries at all. Guys, thank you so much for coming on tonight. So there you go. You know, I'm really proud of you all for what you've achieved over the last 30 days. We're going to do it again next Monday. All right. So I do hope you're going to continue. Stay focused on what you're doing, and the results will follow. All right. But thanks for coming on tonight. I'm going to round it up there, and I'll see you all really soon. All right.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.